Hello, everyone. Guys, thank you so much for hopping on today. We are in part 3 of our series, Fighting Burnout. Now, if you are watching for the very first time and you're like, who is this girl? She's got radiant skin, she's got a dynamic personality, and she's devastatingly good looking. And she only seems to have good looking friends with her. Understand, first and foremost, you are not the only one. Everyone wonders this. Now, the truth is, my name is Nicole Walters of NicoleWalters.com. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a mom, I'm a business owner, and I am someone who has suffered from burnout and dealt with those effects myself. Now, I'm very passionate about bringing solutions to everyday entrepreneurs just like you, stay-at-home moms who are looking to find out more about what they can do in life to bring in more income in their home, but also making sure that people are able to tackle the difficult points in their life. And that is why I am here today with the Woodruffs, Dr. Amira Woodruff and Dr. Warren Woodruff of whatareyoumore.com. Now, if this is, thank you so much to everyone who's hopping on. We have so many people joining us today because this is definitely a big one. We are going to be talking about fighting burnout, how to actually do it, right? Because burnout is a difficult thing to tackle. And then we're going to go through a solution and a very special opportunity for everyone who is tuning in today. So as I jump on, the Woodruffs, thank you so much for being here today. I'm just like beyond excited that you guys are here.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. Now, we've been covering a lot of ground as this is part 3 of our 3-part series on fighting burnout. And I want to know, you guys, if you're tuning in for part 3, if you've caught the other 2 sessions, go ahead and put into the comments what's been your favorite part of this entire series. What has really stood out for you? What have you learned and what's working for you? Now, everyone who joined in last time, we all got homework assignments. So if you guys could just repeat that homework assignment so that anyone jumping on for the first time is able to join in and be part of that homework assignment.
Yes, the homework assignment was that we wanted you to come back with your 3 top symptoms of how you're experiencing burnout in your life today. What's important about this is that we want to be able to share with you and help you realize that you're not alone. There's other people just like you who are experiencing these same things. So yeah, your 3 top symptoms of how you're experiencing burnout today.
Yes, I love it. And so many of you guys said to yourselves, like, I'm gonna take this seriously. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do the work. Now, if you're tuning in for the first time and this is the first time seeing any part of the series, that is okay, because we're gonna do a quick recap right now. Then we're gonna go over exactly how to walk through the steps to make sure burnout isn't something you're experiencing. And then we've got a special opportunity for you. So first things first, what is burnout? For our first-time viewers who are just tuning in right now for the first time, what on earth is burnout? Tell us a little bit more about it.
So burnout is a chronic state of stress, and it can cause mental exhaustion as well as physical exhaustion. It's very serious. It's overlooked. A lot of times high achievers are the ones that are dealing with it because we feel like we can handle it, we can do it. It's expected that it's difficult. And we don't see the signs. We don't see the flags and we let it go on for too long. And it's not healthy.
So burnout isn't just for people who are professionals, right? Are they for if I'm a career person? Because I know that, like, when I hear high achiever, a part of me is like, yeah, I am good looking. You're probably talking about me. But then I mean, I kind of get one of those moments where I'm like, well, I don't really think I'm a high achiever. I'm just trying to get by, but I definitely feel like I relate to those feelings. What sort of professions, what sorts of people encounter burnout?
Burnout is for anyone. Exactly what you're saying. You kind of think of it more as someone who has like a 9-to-5 type of career.
Yeah, like a fancy doctor or something like that, right? Like, it's not for like stay-at-home moms, is it?
You're absolutely wrong. It's exactly for stay-at-home moms, stay-at-home dads, anyone who's an entrepreneur where they're working out of the home. Anywhere where you don't have those defined time boundaries with when work starts and when it ends, you can experience burnout quicker because your work is never really over. So yes, that's a kind of forgotten aspect of the people who are dealing with burnout, probably more significantly than other people.
That is huge. So everyone who's watching right now, I'm going to ask you guys to do something. I am really passionate about making sure that we tackle this burnout thing and we bring the word to the moms, to the entrepreneurs, because burnout is real. And the Woodruffs are passionate about making sure that we have the tools to fight it. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I want you to click the share button. And here's why. I want you to click share. It's at the bottom of your screen. I want you to share it because of this. One, people need to know about this. They need to know that burnout is real. Whether that person is your spouse, whether that person is your family, if they see this on your timeline, they're going to learn more about recognizing the signs of burnout and that it's real, which is going to help you set up those necessary boundaries. And the other reason why I want you to click share right now is because if you share this, you're going to have it on your timeline as a reminder. We all know how Facebook works. In exactly 1 year, this is going to pop up in your face again, and you're going to say to yourself, enough is enough. I am not going to let this go on any further, and I'm going to make sure that I create change right now. So everyone who's watching, go ahead and click share, and then once you do that, I want you to type into the comments, I'm done with burnout. I'm done with burnout. All right. And I see you guys typing it in there. I love it. Keep it coming. Click share and say, I'm done with burnout. Now, the Woodruffs, I want to know, tell me about this. Now, you have completely transformed the way that you are approaching burnout in entrepreneurs. You work with people who are high achievers. You also work with everyday people like moms to get more balance, to have more joy, and to experience more positivity in their life. Now, walk me through some of the simple things that people can do every single day to make sure that burnout is not something that they're dealing with. Because I know that you've created I've never seen anything like it. It's a unique online experience that can help moms tackle burnout and do it faster than ever. So tell me a little bit about your story that led you to this.
Well, with my story, and I've kind of mentioned this in some of the other lives we did yesterday, that I just was feeling like I was a one-dimensional being. I'm a dentist, Warren is a dentist, and I felt like that's all I was just being a dentist. I had other things I enjoyed and I loved, but I was suppressing them because I didn't know if it was within my career. I absolutely love acting, but I put it to the side. I didn't do it anymore. And I decided for me that I'm not going to worry anymore about what other people are thinking. This is also part of me. I'm going to step out there. And what I found is that putting myself in a position where nobody knew that I was a dentist was extremely freeing. I didn't feel like I had to fit into this mold of what they might be expecting me to act like or for me to be. And it was so freeing. And just that in itself was the hugest step. And then
Wow.
It's really fun with actually going on auditions, getting booked for jobs, and sharing it with my patients. And that's my big story. It's just been absolutely amazing being able to enjoy both worlds at the same time without feeling trapped.
I think that is so, so powerful. So thanks to everyone who shared this, because I appreciate that you're taking this seriously for you. I appreciate that you are dedicated to seeing change in your life, and sharing is caring. It means that the people around you need to know that burnout is not something they have to live with. We have to get the word out. Now, I love your story. I mean, I think that more than anything, what I really took away from it was that we have pressures that are put on us as moms, as entrepreneurs, as career people, that we have an expectation. We have to show up and show out, be 100% everywhere we go. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one. If you are feeling that way too, or if you felt that way, just type in the comments, yeah, me too. You know, like I feel that way also. I'm always like, oh my gosh, I have to be all the things for all the people. And sometimes it can be freeing to just not be anything for anyone. Like, I can't be anything for everyone all the time. Sometimes I just need to be me. And I love your story, because I think that sharing that story is the first part of really attacking burnout, knowing what it is and getting out of it. So tell me a little bit more next, because one of the things that we're going to be introducing today, you guys, is we have an exclusive opportunity. If you go to fightburnout.com, the Woodruffs have gone ahead and created an educational tool that is available online that gets you out of burnout, gets you to more positive experiences, and helps you implement change. So I want you guys to walk us through this tool a little bit, because this is actually the thing that's going to help us get into position to actually accomplish the things we're looking for. Am I right?
Yes.
All right. So where do we start? Where do we start with this?
So you start, it's an online course, like you mentioned. Anybody can log into it once they've registered, and it's great because we're going to kind of walk you through the whole process of discovering what burnout is for you. So we have a lot of different videos, worksheets. Well, what's most important is we have this assessment quiz, and the assessment quiz just by itself is really, really important, because
Tremendous,
it helps to define, what level of burnout you are on. I think so many people don't even know that they're experiencing any sort of burnout.
Wow. Well, let's hold on there for a second. So hold on. I want to know more about this. So you're telling me that the first thing that I do in this is not even tackle the tools. It's assessing where I am, because burnout has levels.
Yes.
Now that's tremendous. Now, how many of you guys knew that burnout had levels? I mean, because I know that I always felt like I went directly from I thought I was good to not being good. But you're telling me that it can actually get worse as I go along, and I need to assess where I am or before I can actually start finding solutions.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you guys help me do that from the comfort of my home, easily online. I could do that right now.
You can do it right now.
And then once I find out, it's a lot easier for me to figure out that urgency and start doing the work.
Right.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you've got your custom signature assessment tool that's available right away. Now, guys, if you're just jumping on, we're talking about fightburnout.com. It's this amazing educational opportunity created by Doctors Amira and Dr. Warren Woodruff. And you can go online right now to fightburnout.com, and you can actually start engaging with this tool. It's from the sounds of it, it's just we start off with this amazing assessment that helps us first figure out what level of burnout we're at. Now, I just want to ask the listeners, I want to ask all of you guys, how many of you guys know where you are in your level of burnout? Are you guys like at starter burnout, or are you at extreme burnout? So just go ahead and let me know if you know your level. And if you don't know, say, I don't even know. I just know I don't feel good. Go ahead and pop that in the comments below, because I really would love to hear where you guys are. So after I take this assessment, what type of information do I get back? Like, because I want to take this assessment today. That's where I am. I need to know how bad this is and if it's going to get worse and how serious it is. So what type of information do I get back after this assessment?
So the assessment puts you in 3 categories, either red, yellow, or green. Red is someone who's in, the worst of the worst in terms of burnout. But that person knows that there's still hope. They're doing the things they need to do today to get the help that they deserve. And that's what they deserve. Yellow, I would say most people fit into that range, and yellow has the biggest range within it, whether you're just in the beginning stages of burnout or you're actually in the midst of it, but still not feeling the
massive impacts. Yeah.
And then green is for the people who are actually doing okay, but all of us have areas where we can improve. So that's how we categorize it. And once you know where you are, then you can start on some of our next assignments about starting to figure out what your personal breakdowns are.
So before we get to those parts, so here's what I want to know. Let's talk about this. So I'm seeing a bunch of you guys type in that you have no idea where you are. And I think that's probably one of the scariest things. When I look at wanting to change my life, wanting to be the best self that I can be for my family, for my work, for the people that I love, I'm very concerned. I mean, not knowing where you are means that you could be thinking you're in the middle range. You could be thinking you're in the yellow, and then you find out that you're actually in the red. Finding out that it's a lot further along than you thought and that you're going to burn out even sooner. So I love the idea that if you go to fightburnout.com, if you take this assessment just to start with, you already walk away knowing how much time you really need to dedicate to solving this problem, because it is that big of a deal that we don't let this sort of thing drag on, because our lives matter. It's important that we are great for our families. So if you don't know how burnt out you are, you need to take this assessment so you can get started. Now, for those of you guys who are just jumping on, I just want to say hello. Thank you. Welcome to tuning in to this great opportunity. We're talking about fightburnout.com. Now, we're talking to the Woodruffs, who are experts in burnout. And burnout's essentially when you overdo it, when you get to the point where you can't handle anymore. And I see Ebony just jumped on and Michelle's here. You guys are recognizing that it is important for us to be our best selves. And we've been doing a 3-part series. We're on part 3. And this is the best part, because you get to learn the exact tools and steps in order to fight burnout. So we're talking about a signature assessment that the Woodruffs here, Dr. Amira and Dr. Warren, have created to help you first start off with figuring out, where are you in burnout? Are you in the green? Are you in the yellow? Or are you in the red? Now, I want to know, before we jump to the next pieces of what's in this amazing, amazing experience, the red. If we think we're floating in the yellow and we're actually in the red, what's the difference in terms of how that's going to show up in my life? Because if I'm in the red, what sort of things and consequences come from living in that space?
Well, I think the difference is just in your personal urgency and actually taking the steps to fix it. The tools to fix it, whether you're in the green, yellow, and the red, are all the same in terms of what you personally can do to make it better. It's just about how hard you're going to go to get there and how urgent you know that it is for you.
Got it. I love that. I absolutely, absolutely love that. Now, that said, I want to know, and I think everyone listening wants to know, after I get my assessment, I mean, it's not good enough to just find out, where I generally am. And, I know that I'm burnt out. You know what I mean? I want to know, will I start, making the tools to actually, or getting the tools to actually start seeing change? So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about what comes next.
Well, you have you mentioned before about how it's easy to forget what you even like to do, especially for
Mm-hmm.
stay-at-home moms who are everything is about the children morning, afternoon, and night, and then even after they go to bed. And so you start forgetting about who you really are. And so we have a really fun assignment that helps people to start remembering things they used to like to do, start to help them think of things that they've never thought of before, but actually that does sound kind of interesting. I might like it. Just a fun tool to help you start thinking of ways you can start to kind of getting your feet wet with breaking out of it.
And you'll be surprised how many different activities and things you can do that you were like, wow, that's actually a thing, and people are doing that. And so I think it's going to be really helpful because so many people say, I have burnout, but what's next?
But what's next? What's next? What are the next steps? And I think we have a tendency, and I know I'm like this too. I am truly the type of person where I will rush to the next step without, I want to fix it. I'm a fixer by nature. And I don't spend a lot of time identifying where my breakdowns are. I don't spend the time looking and seeing. And what happens is, and I think a lot of moms are like this, we're always in repair mode. I don't think I'm the only one. Moms, are we always in fixer mode? Like, we're like, who spilled what? I have to get dinner. I'm moving on to the next thing. We're constantly looking at the next thing that we're supposed to do. And sometimes we don't take time to say, let's make a plan. Let's figure out where my breakdowns are. Let me really identify what I need to do next before I get out there and really start making change. So I love that that's what you do. You kind of take us back to move us forward. So we have an assessment. We know more about what it is that we actually need to fix. And now we're in a position where we start learning like how to identify these breakdowns and make it happen. Great. Now, after that, after we have a good sense of that, is it possible that we start getting a sense over what sort of joy we're looking for or what where we're going? Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible. I mean, you have to know that you have the ability to find joy starting today. It's not something you take this long little process of several months or several years. This is something that needs to be tackled today, and we want to be able to help you, make that decision to stop the burnout right now because it is urgent. It is something that doesn't only affect you mentally, but it also affects you physically.
Wow. Yes. Yes, you're so right. Especially with the physical part. I think that that's something that really stands out for me because as a mom, I think I zone out on the way to work. What if I'm zoning out while driving my kids? What if I'm zoning out when, I have someplace I need to go or I'm in the middle of a task or I know that I've, been in the middle of something and the thing that snaps me back is I hear one of my kids screaming and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I got to go do this thing. And it's just being in a mental fog. It actually puts people at a risk. You start having those physical symptoms. You get forgetful. I also don't have the time to go back to the market 4 and 5 times. You know what I mean? Like there's so many physical symptoms that can really impact my life. So I love hearing that there is urgency behind this. That, if I start Fight Burnout today, if I go to fightburnout.com and jump into that experience and say, I at least have assessed how urgent this is, I'm able to start seeing those solutions happen for me immediately because my family deserves it, right? They deserve it. So, so that said, we start jumping into those tools. Let's talk about what people can do here because I think we have a couple people on here that are at least raising their hands and saying, yes, it's time for me to do this. Yes, I need to make this happen. Yes, I am tired of constantly, forever repairing things. Yes, I am tired of living in what's next mode and I'm ready to live in get it ready mode. I'm tired of fixing it all the time and just trying to deal. Fixer mode is not a place to live. I have got to make this happen. And I love hearing that that's where we all are because it means that we're ready to jump on this. So I want to know those of us who are tired of weight gain and headaches and physical challenges. I want to know, what do you guys have here for us? Because again, we're talking to moms. So what do we have here for us in order for us to get started? Fight Burnout is an investment, right? It is us, committing ourselves to an opportunity. So if you're saying that you are going to commit yourself to being done with this process, this vicious wheel, that you're tired of putting out the fires, I want to know. Then I want to know, what is this commitment? Because if I'm committing myself to something, because I will get a course and I won't do it. You know what I mean? But if I'm committed to it, I will invest in it. So I imagine something like this, because you guys are both doctors, probably costs thousands of dollars. I mean, I'm just going to say out of the gate that, it's probably a large investment to work with a professional in order to solve something like this. So can you tell me what this investment looks like for those people who are on here willing to jump in today and say, I'm raising my hand, enough is enough?
We were really committed to make this an amazing tool, but also something that's accessible to everyone. So the commitment is only $147.
Wow. Now, I mean, that alone is beyond reasonable, right? But I got to be honest. I appreciate the 147 and all, but these are my rich friends. These are my rich friends, and these are moms, and we have summer camp to pay for. And, as reasonable as that is, even though I can go to fightburnout.com, and I'm hearing people say, wow, like that is beyond reasonable, right? That is just unbelievable. But I want to know, can we do a little better? Can you guys set up a promo code? Like,
Yeah.
is there something we can do?
Yeah. How about we set up a promo code called Rich Friend, since
That's
these are your rich
perfect.
friends, and we'll do it for $97 just for rich friends.
I love it. 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 Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Just for your community.
Just for your community.
I love it. So if you are watching right now, the Woodruffs, doctors, Amira and Dr. Warren Woodruff, are willing to allow, permit, and extend. And thank you so much for that, because I do recognize that as doctors, that this is your craft. You know what I mean? This is your craft. So, if they go to fightburnout.com right now, this is going to be available for them at $97.
Yeah.
I love it. And they just need to use the code RichFriend. So let me walk you guys through this, because I really, really don't want anyone to miss out on this. I don't want anyone to sleep on this opportunity. I don't want anyone who raised their hand, because we already know that this is something you need. Without question. We already know that this is something you have got to jump on without question. We already know that under $100 to be able to work with professionals to get this solved is beyond reasonable. So what I'd like you guys to do is head over to fightburnout.com. And I'd love if you did it now, just because, open up a new window, head over now, just because the Woodruffs are here and I want to hold them to it. I want to hold them to it. So I want you to go over to fightburnout.com. And when you go over to the page, it's really, really easy to get started. So I'm going to walk you through what you're going to do. You're going to go over to that page and you're going to click right in the center. Now, you may get like a little privacy policy pop-up. Now, that's just because of all the laws and changes that are happening on the websites. Just click accept. When you get to that page, you'll see enroll now for $147. Now, that $147 amount that you have there is not what rich friends pay. That's the every other person price, not the rich friend price. Okay, I just want to make clear, because that's not what we're doing. So if you go there and you click right in the center, enroll now, you'll get a page up. And now understand that this page is the one thing that stands between you. It's a two-step process. It's the one thing that stands between you and ending burnout right now. So you're going to go on that page and you're going to see what you're going to want to do is it says coupon code right in the center of the first box. Type in that box, rich friend. Type in there, rich friend, because that's what you are. You are rich in health, rich in purpose, rich in the desire for change, and you're going to experience the rich life of not having burnout anymore. So go ahead and type in there, rich friend, and you'll see that you'll now have a total that isn't 147, but it is what, 97? $97. And here's what's included. You are going to have access to the full course curriculum. It is a 3-part process where first they identify what burnout is and who it's for. And we've had this conversation. We know who burnout's for. It's for moms. It's for entrepreneurs. It's for anyone who's working a job and doesn't have boundaries. It's for anyone who's saying to themselves, I need more peace before I crash, right? You're also going to get their signature assessment. Now, this assessment is probably the most valuable tool, right? Because you were telling me that it is incredibly important that I know where I am before I can know where I'm going. So it kind of puts the urgency under my buns to make sure I don't fall back into my burnout habit, right? So I'm going to go over there and I'm going to do that assessment. That's included too. And then after that, you get this amazing portion here that is what's the answer. So each of these is broken down into quick bite-sized videos because who has the time? Right? I need to listen to a quick 3-minute video. And then you've got little worksheets because the real work happens when we put our pen to paper and we absorb it in our mind. Right? So each one of these, you can get through this entire module. How long do you think it would take us? Can we do it in a long Memorial weekend?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
someone who's dedicated can finish it in an afternoon.
In an afternoon, but you can see the change that'll last a lifetime, right? And that's what we're looking for. So at fightburnout.com, you're going to go in there and you're going to take care of it. All that's included. But the only thing that stands between you and that is filling out this form. So once you do that, you'll enter your email address because they need to know where to send you your login so you can get started. Meaning as soon as we're done here, you can get started. So then after that, you'll enter your payment information. You can use PayPal. You can use a card. You can do whatever you need to do to make this investment for you. And then once you go ahead and enter that information, that's it. That's it. No more circling the drain. No more wondering whether or not burnout's going to end for you. No more wondering, where am I going to go to find the help in order to get this done? I mean, the Woodruffs have said it themselves. We've talked about it in 3 different series. I think Jennifer's been here for more than one visit. Michelle's been here. I know Ebony's been here every time. Leah's popping on for the first time today, but she's like, yeah, you're kind of talking to me, right? Carmen's like, you're speaking my language. You know, Shauna's like, weight gain. I kind of know about that. And that is definitely burnout. You know, Luisa's been on here. I mean, you guys have all popped on here regularly because you understand that enough is enough. And it's exciting to know that a solution is here that's been prepared by professionals that are ready to see you end burnout and fight it in your life. So head over to fightburnout.com. Please don't pass around the word. The Rich Friend Code is for you guys. You are able to get in there and get this at a fraction of the rate. Now, I want to know, and I know I'm asking a lot because you guys already said that this is, we're already dropping the rate. If people decide to jump in here now and come back and just let us know right now that they've gone ahead and made this commitment to themselves and their family, is there anything we can do? Maybe like a little icing on the cake, a little bit of sprinkles, you know, like we're about that bonus life, you know? So what else can we offer? Because as a mom, I'm super busy and I really want to feel incentivized when I make this sort of commitment.
Yes, I'm so glad you asked that because we actually, for anyone who joins the course today, we have a special private secret Facebook group just for them. And in that group is basically
nice.
It's a community where everyone who's doing it can get together, can talk about the green or the yellow. It's accountability. It'll be just for the month of June, and the two of us will be in that group active. Every week will be.
Hold on. You're telling me that I'm going to have access to both of you guys as experts to walk me through this experience for $97?
Yes. For the month of June, for anyone who joins today.
God bless your commitment. Like, that is tremendous. Like, you know how I am about price points. God bless your commitment, because that just goes to show how committed you are to helping these moms and entrepreneurs get it done. Like, I mean, we can't afford to go into the summertime burnt out when our kids are about to come home. We just don't have the room. So you're telling me that if I make this commitment now, if I go to fightburnout.com and I go ahead and enter as a rich friend, that now I will have the opportunity to also get your help to get this done. Because as a mom, I drift, I get distracted. I'm already in burnout, you know? So knowing that I have a place to check in, knowing that I'm going to have a place to ask questions, I mean, that's just huge. I can't even, I mean, you can't, what do I spend $97? Garbage? What else I spend $97 at Target, at Costco. You know what I mean? Like, it's unbelievable.
We really want to help people. And in this group, we're going to be doing weekly challenges to get people motivated. It's a place where you can come every day just for the month of June and have friends, have a community who has your back and wants to see you succeed and find that joy back in their life. So
amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you for that, because one thing I know for sure is you don't have to do any of it. And it's you guys are dentists, right? You've got a 9 to 5, you know, you've got, you know, dental doctor work that you can do every single day. It's tremendous that you guys are willing to offer this because it is your passion. I mean, this is just an example of what happens when you get to that place that actually allows you to be more than just your regular 9 to 5 job. How I'm just so blown away. I'm so blown away. Now tell me more about sort of the first things they can expect when they come in there. I just want to know, like, I mean, once they get that login code and they log in, what are they going to see?
So they're going to see more of a deeper background about us. We're going to be really telling them some stories that we experienced ourselves. And then they're going to also have the definition of burnout. We're going to go into a deeper definition of that and really explore and let you know what burnout truly means. Because so many people don't know what burnout means.
Sure, sure.
That's really important to do that even before we get into the assessment. It's just really to know that we're just like them. You may not be professional, you may not be, a doctor or a physician or someone in corporate, but you may just be a stay-at-home mom or you may be an entrepreneur, but we're all human. And it's just
That's
really
right.
important to know that, we experienced burnout in the past. And I'm sure everyone that's on this Facebook Live right now has experienced burnout. And so it's just really important that we, let you know that it's something that we're all experiencing and it all can be, defeated as well.
Ah, I love it. I absolutely love it. I am so grateful to both of you guys for setting this up, because I know that you guys have busy schedules. It's if nothing else, this is an example of seeing how it can be done, that you're able to be more than, because I know this is your passion, to be more than just, the label society's put on you, be more than the hole that you feel like you've carved in for yourself. And above all else, that you're able to give back to others using your best skills and your God-given gifts. And I am so grateful to you guys for extending this opportunity to Rich Friends to be able to get in there, do more, be more, and enroll in this amazing experience. So, Rich Friends, take advantage of it. I want to be able to bring on experts like this to be able to help us all the time. And when they do amazing things like this, I want them to know that we have a great community that jumps in there and takes advantage. So head over to fightburnout.com, jump into that experience, and use the code RichFriend so you can take advantage of all the benefits of rolling with me. So Doctors Woodruff, thank you so much for this engaging 3-part series on burnout. Rich Friends, thank you so much for showing up and deciding that today is the day that you are going to end burnout and be more present in your life, your business, and your purpose. You guys go out there, be great, and I will see you here later with more good news. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys are the greatest. Bye.